Hey, Dummies. I know we reflected on this last week, and I know again, it's strong to come out with this immediately again, but the sync clap that I just did right before this was so powerful that it would have made animals cower around me if there had been some. It's good to see you all again, sincerely. I'd say it's been an average week. It's been a little odd. I felt a little down. I felt like I need some rest. I get burnt out easy, I feel like. I need a little rest at times. And sometimes this world doesn't really afford that for you, you know? Sometimes the world doesn't really give you that. And it's odd too. It feels as if, and I wonder if I imagine other people feel like this, but it oftentimes feels as if, which this has got to be a narcissistic or selfish thought or some sort of delusion in all sincerity, the world isn't truly as nice as you are ever. You know? Like the world will always be a little, at least seem a little more harsh than you are to others. And I imagine that's because you're the, judge, jury, executioner in some cases. If you're lucky. If you're lucky. Some people don't get that ever, you know? Some people have very little control ever. I was thinking about that. I was sincerely wondering, like, do some people maybe have less control in their life, you know? I was thinking about places I want to move, things I want to do. And I was thinking about, like, the kind of place I'd like to be at. And it would require a certain type of adult that I don't know if they exist nowadays. Which maybe they do. Maybe I just don't see them, and maybe it's because of my age, you know? Maybe I'm too young to see the adults that are older and more mature, but it almost seems as if everyone's just like an alcoholic mother now, you know? With really no in between of that, or like people that completely have their lives together, or are like legal criminals, something like that, you know? Which, I mean, bravo. You know, that's what the world was made for. America was put here for the legal criminals. Yeah, it's obviously I've been in an interesting mood this week. There's been I don't want to say sensation, but a new thing. It seems akin or a sibling or cousin to almost like the astrology women. So like it's the same type of people who like don't want to have any knowledge. They just want to rely on whatever intuition and still feel somewhat qualified. So they'll be like, no. The stars agree with me, idiot. You know? Like you're like, where are you basing this evidence off of? You act like you got this eternal wisdom from somewhere. You act like you need to know, you need to love more. No. The stars have told me this. Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. The same way, people will be like, I saw this new recipe on Facebook. It was for lemon cucumber blueberry water. Oh, did you, Daphne? What's in the lemon cucumber blueberry water? What was in that recipe? Well, it's lemon, cucumber, and blueberries, but you add a little ginger in there. Oh. Yep, that's awesome. That's unique. You better soak those in water. You better, Lord forbid, those pass your lips. You better soak those in water and pray to God you can absorb whatever water-soluble nutrients are in the goddamn vegetable, in the fruit, because Lord forbid you just fucking eat it. What is this? Okay? People, I saw this fucking chart on Facebook, fucking 9 different fruit water recipes. What the fuck? It's fruit water. It's more of a suggestion than a recipe, truly. Alright? I'd be like, hey, Do you know how to make orange slice jello? Well, let me tell you. You put orange slices in orange jello. Do you need it more in depth than that? Just look up how to make jello. In fact, it's on the fucking box. So I'm more of just suggesting you add something to it. What the hell? Fucking fruit water recipes. You're a fucking fruit water. That's what the fuck you are. What the hell is wrong with people? I'm cutting that. That was fucking garbage. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. I'm just but for real though, what the fuck is up with the fruit water? I don't understand that. I don't know where we're going with that. It's truly the pinnacle of it truly speaks to the amount of laziness that we have in this world. God damn it, I fucking forgot to put it up on the fucking slideshow to look cool. God damn it. I remade it. It looks awesome, I know. But it truly shows the laziness that we're at, where we're like, yeah, my doctor says I'm low on vitamin D. Or my doctor says I'm low on whatever. Hey, guess what? I'm retarded, so I don't know what vitamins are in what. Doctor says I'm low on vitamin something, but it's really high in cucumbers. I've decided to soak 12 cucumbers in a thing of water instead of eating literally just half of one. Why? Hey. Just don't eat cucumbers and die, and you'll be more polite. What are you doing? Or the alternative, which I imagine you're trying to stop at all costs because Lord forbid that you chew a fucking vegetable or fruit. Fruits were the dessert before Little Debbie's fat diabetic ass made fucking ho-hos. You understand? Okay? You can't fucking, like, if oranges and apples aren't sweet enough for you, if you have something like a parfait and you think, ooh, this could use more sugar, you're a junkie, okay, to junk food, which I think really fits the junkie term, okay? It's just, like, sugar is a tolerance just like all drugs, and I've preached on this before, so shut the fuck up, but, like, just fucking eat it. Hey, bud. And here's the thing too, your taste changes over time. This has been proven that your taste buds will change over time. All the cells in your body regenerate, and then every 7 years they're all replaced. But some of them regenerate rapidly. They're not all waiting one at a time, just like, all right, you first, and they just like old to young up top, you know? They all change slowly, but some more quickly. And your taste buds can change very quickly. So if every 2 weeks you taste something twice, you're doing yourself a favor. You'll eventually start liking it. Usually you want to do it in conjunction with something you like. So broccoli and cheese is usually a nice way to start off. So you start tasting a little bit of broccoli and cheese, whatever, with some noodles and pasta. Maybe just throw like, maybe whenever you make a plate of pasta, maybe you just have like 3 pieces of broccoli in there. And you just taste it a few times. You do that twice in 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, you're going to be getting it a little more. And your body might even start craving it because you're getting vitamins that are new, right? So that's like, but I don't like it. So I'm going to soak broccoli in fucking water. I'm going to soak 5 pounds of broccoli in water and drink 6 gallons a day in order to get my correct amount of vitamins. Just do what people with diabetes do and fucking inject it into you. You junkie. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't be mad at me. And if you're mad, you're fat. So remember that. Now, there's a next up on the agenda. This is something that's hard. It's near and dear to not just my heart, but the American heart, the American dream. People have started this thing where they carry around a small animal everywhere they go. I didn't realize these people existed. I didn't realize what was happening. Usually, and also to be qualified, you have to be this person. You have to have a certain type of animal, certain things about you. Step 1, all right? you have to have an animal that is carryable. So you can carry it under one arm. Carrying it under two arms doesn't you're just obviously too far gone if you're carrying a dog that's going to fuck up your back, okay? So usually these people will have a small dog that can be carried on one arm. They're usually going to be wearing a coat at all times of the year for no real reason. Sunglasses as well will usually be on them, and they'll try to accessorize, oftentimes with a hat. It's the only thing tall and up enough that the dog won't like attack and grab, you know? So oftentimes a hat. They'll also have short hair for the similar reason of getting attacked by whatever fucking beast that they decide to keep with them, like a fucking small Chewbacca that's inbred. So these people, I think, they come in and they think having an animal with you at all times is this fancy thing. They think they're Paris Hilton. They think they're some sort of exotic person. You look like the pigeon lady off of Home Alone 2, Escape from New York. You understand? Stuck in New York. I don't know. But you look like her, okay? You look like the fucking pigeon lady, all right? He runs away at the sight of the pigeon lady, all right? You have the hat, you have the jacket, you have the possibly lesbian haircut, the debatably lesbian haircut, the probably whatever, you get it. And it's not good. It's not good. It's not. Don't if your personality is so reliant on animals that you must always carry one with you, that animal is miserable. That animal goes, yeah, he's just chewing on a rawhide. He's just chewing on a fucking rawhide the whole time. Yeah, all these dang peoples, huh? They're always on you everywhere. This lady tried to take me into a Goodwill the other day, hit my head on the fucking door, told her dogs weren't allowed. She threw both hands up and said, "What do you mean?" Fucking threw me on the ground on accident, you know? What do you do? She's 86. Yep. If I have to take one more hit to the head, though, I'm fucking deucing. And it's okay because I can't find my way home anymore because I've taken so many concussions. I think I'm dying. I'm pretty sure I'm dying. I'm about 3 years old. That's 21 in human years. That's most of them go around then, right? Yeah, I started smoking cigarettes at the age of 6 months. That's about, 3.5 in dog years. It's fine. That's Bill Burr, the dog, everyone. Thank you. No, but those dogs are basically, because those people look homeless, those dogs are basically like the crackheads' pets, you know? It's never great. These are never, if you have something to do or somewhere to go that day, or someone that expects you, if you have something important going on, you can't carry a dog with you everywhere. That is how I know you're not doing anything. All right? That's exactly. If you have a fucking dog under your arm, you're not going. Like, where are you going to the bank? What happens when the dog shits in the bank? You just take a dog everywhere? What do you mean I can't have a dog in this McDonald's? No, he's not hypoallergenic. Why can't I have my dog in this McDonald's? Just leave him at home, all right? I get it. It's sad. It's fucked up. Everyone else does it, all right? Then your dog bites someone and he gets put down at the age of 4, okay? So figure it out. Find a kid and let your dog bite him, or take care of your dog. Those are the alternatives. Take care of your dog, or slap him on the ass with a small child with a stake probably stapled to his back running the other direction. You don't know where that child came from, but the game is on, you know? Those are your two options. Let your dog live and have fun for one day in his life. Figure out how to make him happy for a few hours alone. Listen, we know we're in a capitalist hellscape, all right? People are like, I don't have enough money to raise my kids. I don't know why I did a fucking southern accent. Nobody has enough money to raise their kids, and it's usually the people that live in big cities. But they don't have enough money to have fucking kids, right? Okay. That doesn't mean that you have enough money for animals, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I don't tell you. We all know we're in a capitalist hellscape, okay? People are like, my dog's food supply chain is drying up. Yeah, it's insane that we have a supply chain for dog food, all right? We should, if you were a responsible owner, you'd know that your dog likes fucking mashed potatoes, and you'd have learned how to make mashed potatoes, and Fido wouldn't be sitting there staring at you like, what the fuck do I like? Because all you know is that he likes chicken-flavored blue food or whatever shit, and it's fucking killing dogs across the country according to that last Facebook post you saw. So now you gotta fucking figure out how to cook chicken-flavored salmon bits or something, because he kind of likes the chicken flavor and also the salmon flavor, and what do you have? Ramen packets. Now your dog's dead because you cooked him ramen salmon, and you don't know what you're doing, alright? Just if you have an animal, you should know what they eat, okay? You should be able to figure that out, all right, from afar. I mean, what are you going to do if you can't feed them, you know? What are you going to do? You're going to just literally slap them on the ass out the gate? We can't keep you no more. Get now, you hear? Get. Paul says we can't have you. We can't feed you. Well, yeah, we have about enough cow to last us 2 months. Well, I just don't know your diet. I mean, you could probably eat cow. No, because I don't know. Yeah, I guess you only eat half of what we eat, really. I mean, probably even a little less. But you probably eat... Can he eat cow? Do we still put the seasonings on it? It just sounds like a lot of work. Get now, okay? Get. Paul, get the gun. Get the gun, Paul. Paul, get the kid with the steak stapled to him. Paul, get the kid with the steak stapled to him. He's made his decision. He's not getting. Oh, shit. So, there was and who knows how real this is. This is just me talking about headlines, so who really cares? But there was I believe in Texas, or some place, a teenage girl wanted an abortion, right? Yada, 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 back and forth, back and forth. She's 17. The court goes, all right, we're considering an abortion. And this woman wants an abortion? Like, yeah. And these fucking dudes are like, oh yeah, she wants an abortion? How smart is she? Is she smart enough to have an abortion? So they decided, based upon her 2.0 GPA in high school as a 17-year-old, that she was not smart enough to have an abortion. Which, very communist China to just put the dumbest people in charge of child rearing. I get it. Those are going to be some good soldiers one day. I get it. But goddamn. Imagine you've been put into office in order to, and you're like a judge or whatever, so like your whole thing is to interpret law and keep that law within the courtroom. Your whole thing is to make sure everyone's rights are respected, to make sure the laws are done properly, to make sure things are done as they are supposed to be done. And you're like, how stupid this bitch. This bitch too dumb. Too dumb. Take the vacuum out of her pussy. We're not doing this shit. Hell no. This dumb bitch. She thinks she's gonna just sit here, huh? You're gonna just sit here, put your legs up in the straddle, and forget your mistakes? No. Seems you haven't learned anything in a few years. How about you learn from this mistake, huh? You learn one goddamn thing this whole 9 months, huh? No, you ain't gotta learn for another 6, you fucking bitch. Huh? You stupid bitch. What a bunch of fucking assholes. Imagine, I mean, who really, like, when you see a 17-year-old who's pregnant, and you go, If she's got a 3.5, I'll let her go. All right? She got a 3.5? Walk her ass down to that surgery room myself. I'll even put on a little surgeon's gown, stand outside the room, make sure there's no protesters. You know? No. Who the fuck thought, well, this pregnant girl might be smart. She's talking some sense. I don't want to get fooled by this pregnant teenager. But, hey, stop now. Listen. The record shows that most pregnant teenagers, smart, intelligent, thoughtful, patient. I just say she seems smart. Let's just look at her. 2.0? How did her fat ass fail gym class? Jesus. And math. Can't run or divide. Jesus Christ. You know? And she's like, I was pregnant for most of the gym. And you're like, shut up, you fucking fat bitch. I'm just calling this pregnant lady fat. There's this 17-year-old like, shut up, you're too stupid to talk in court. Everyone who got a 2.1 in high school could talk in court. Idiot. Like, what a bunch of fucking jabronis, dude. A bunch of fucking, were the people, was the judge and the jury and the fucking lawyers, were they all just the high school football team? What the fuck is this? God damn. Can't you object to that when somebody goes, let's see your GPA? Can't you be like, shut up, man, that's kind of mean. You can't, you know? Like, Jesus Christ. I went to court one time and got in trouble for like some fun things, like manufacturing maybe, and maybe distributing, and some fun things, just normal things that people get in trouble for. And one of the things that got me out, one of the things that let me walk and be on probation for 2 years, a slave to the state, like a fucking animal, and then paying them hundreds of dollars each month. The thing that got me there, you understand? Fuck them. Was that I had a job and I was in school. Now, I dropped out of school because probation financially crippled me and I was dying. You understand? Okay. However, without that school being in there, I would probably have gotten in trouble. I'd probably, maybe I'd have gone to jail for a minute, right? Now, if they would have pulled my GPA, they would have been like, are you even there? They go, sir, are you in college? Yes, I am. Let's see your GPA. Yeah, that's fucking perjury, dude. I don't know. That's not allowed. You said you're in college. You obviously enrolled for your name to be in there, but you're not there. No. That'll put my ass in jail. I feel bad for the bitch. That's fucked up. I'm sorry, the lady. Well, she's 17 and pregnant. The bitch. I feel bad for the bitch. I'm just kidding. I hope she gets some sort of retribution. She should be able to sue the fucking state for that. It is really fucked up. Like, if somebody goes, like, my whole life, people have always acted smarter than they are, have always been overconfident, have always acted like they're better than everyone else. If one time, one person goes, hey, I'm not good for it. Hey, wait, like what if she comes up with the approach, she goes, actually, I'm too stupid to have a kid. Would they be like, I don't know, in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, you had some pretty good grades. Now your junior year, you are failing, but I think that's from your dick addiction. So we're just going to get you dick treatment. We're going to take you to a rehab with all lesbians. And they're going to teach you how to love yourself because they're the best at loving women and get rid of your addiction, you know? Like what could this poor girl have done to be like, please don't make me have a baby? You know? Like, if she's on crack, are they like, well, she's on crack. She's too dumb to decide to have an abortion. If she's doing crack, she's obviously not going to make good decisions. Make her have the baby. Why? Hey, why? There's just gonna be like this. We're literally like, it seems like America just wants to make more terrorists. You know, we go overseas, we make terrorists. We see kids on our own turf, and we see them, and we go, "Hey, is anyone caring for you?" And they go, "No," and I go, "Good, good. Here's an AR. Find a school." That's what good luck. You know, we're going to find out years from now that not only is the collapse of the family, do you know how many families don't talk because of COVID and shit? I know whole families that don't talk because of COVID and shit. Like, the collapse of the family is happening in America, and I can't tell if it's a foreign intelligence or if it's fucking us fucking up. Either is literally just as probable. It just fucked up. Just fucked up. 1 second. Alright. I've thought it over. What if that girl had a petition from the people with 4.0s at her high school? The people who were smart enough to get abortions. What if she went around and she goes, "Please, look at this bump. I don't need this. The world doesn't need this. Alright? Please, if you're a 4.0 student, sign my petition to just suck it out. You know? You know, I'm sure, I know for a fact that the kids at her school would, the smartest ones, the dumbest ones, all of them, they would sign a petition for her to get an abortion. They'd go, "Oh, Brittany? Yeah, give her an abortion. Please." Could you imagine? Imagine I just walk up to you and I'm like, "Hey, dude, got a question for you, man. If you just have 1 quick second, dude. You have an email address? Awesome. I just need you," and 1 sec, I gotta spark my J. I just need you. So, not around your kids? What? They're like 8, dude. They're like almost 18. Like, that's like after 10 or something. But listen, dude. Fine. I'll put the J away. Listen. Okay. I have this petition, and the courts deem me too stupid to have an abortion. Alright? So, if you know your IQ and have an email, you know your oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah. Could you sign to get me an abortion? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have a little man write one on there too. Whatever. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Can't wait to turn this into the judge. You know, could you? I mean, I feel like, how hard would it be to get people to sign your abortion petition? Be like, "Hey, man, they deem that my abortion wouldn't be good for the general public, dude." And I thought, that can't be right, dude. Like, if I think of this again for like 70 more years, if he's lucky, probably not from all the drugs he'll do. Yeah. Sign my petition to abort my baby. What could that poor girl have done? You know? I know everyone else is like, "Let her do it. Let her do it." Whatever. You can't change anything, you know. And it's funny too. People are like, Roe v. Wade says this, and then it's like, does Roe v. Wade matter? And it's like, oh yeah, everything in America is made up. If no one's there to guard it, if the checks and balances don't work, if no one gives a shit, you know. I've been having some real problems though. I've been having some real problems of my own. I have certain prejudices. Sincerely and honestly. The first one I have, old people. I don't get them. I don't understand what is happening. They are so scared of change. So scared of change. They do not want to change things. If they go and try something new, they are scared to try a new flavor because the bottle is blue. They don't even understand why. They're just terrified. We got my grandfather, and this is why my family's cool, and this is what's awesome. We got my grandfather a phone, and he goes, I'll hate it. I'll never like it. You know what that man does? He turns that bitch around. He finds internet porn, alright? And that man fucking finds something to like about a phone. And that man is resilient, and he's a trailblazer. He's a winner. All right. You give him a phone and he says, there's nothing I want on this. And he finds something he wants and he makes it his. Good on you, Pap. You know. But I just hate them sometimes. I just hate old people sometimes. They really piss me off. And sometimes they're very sweet. Sometimes it's honestly funny, the spectrum of people you can meet when they're old. Because like you think about it, and some people you see, and some people in my head, the whole experience I have with them is you have no excuse to be like this. You have no excuse. Like, Jesus Christ. Now there is a tipping point. You get to that part where like they're degrading in the face, but their body's still moving. They're gonna do some weird things. Like somebody just shits their pants, and you're like, you're 90. You know. Sometimes you do baby things. Yeah. The other prejudices I have, besides old people who have done me wrong, alright, I don't know if I've told this story. And I don't want to say old people have done me wrong, but so when I was younger, I went to this fucking church for 15 years, and I've told this part, but all the old people got my fucking name wrong the whole time, calling me cummy and bummy and all this shit. At one point, I was talking to my grandmother. I had brought her McDonald's because I wanted to have hamburgers with her and have a sit down day. And so I was in college and I was taking biology, and she's like, so how's school? And I was like, it's a lot of fun. And so I stumbled on my words because I was trying not to make conflict. I wanted to have a good day with my grandmother. I wanted to talk and kind of get to know her and understand what's happening. And this is one of the times that I decided in my life that maybe it is worth it to pursue it. Maybe that you don't like to do these things, but this is what you want to do because you want to be a part of that. You want to be a part of a family. And so I decided to take on this pathway that I haven't seen before. This kind of hidden, what is in this little realm of family. And so I bring these cheeseburgers to my grandmother from McDonald's, and it's her favorite stuff. And I like McDonald's. I like their fries and shit, so it's good for me too. And so we're sitting there eating, and she's like, how's school? And I look out the window and I'm like, it's really cool to learn about, very religious woman, it's very cool to learn about the world and what happened and what makes everything tick, where it all started and stuff. And she says something along the lines of, and I just don't get how anyone could look at the world and think anything but God. Oh, okay, Grandma, for sure. That's okay, for sure, Grandma. But some people just believe what they believe, and I had kind of told her this basically what I had shared with the podcast many times was that you only believe what you can deduce. At no point are you going to just think of something and just be like, I believe that now. No, you don't get to do that. You just believe what you believe to be 100% factual and real, or the closest thing to factual and real. And nobody would believe something they didn't have a reason to believe in their head. And that's what I was trying to explain to her is listen, if God is real and I don't believe in him as a tiny, puny human that he created, I don't feel like it's my responsibility to constantly have to search for him if I've done my part. I gave him some good years. I gave it my best shot. I told people, and that was the other part too, is that like my grandparents and my mother would both be like, well, you're not saved. You're not saved if you left the religion like that. You never were. You never were. Because they can't ever take away your save. Like, they can't take it away. Once it happens, you're saved forever. But once you step away, it's just that you were never saved. Actually, got you. You know, which is also a damaging thing to tell a kid who's really trying their best. Like, whenever you're like, I'm trying my best, and no, you're not. You can't be. You cannot be, because God would take you up by the arms and figure it the fuck out, and you're a failure. You know, like, because you can't be a Christian and doing well in like your Christianity and doing poorly in every other aspect of your life. People will sniff you out. They know there's something not right. They know there's some unrest. What's that? Is that distrust in Jesus? That's some distrust in Jesus. You know? They feel you out. So, my grandmother and I, as we get into this discussion about what people believe and why I believe what I believe and what I believe, my grandmother just looks at me and goes, you know, dummy, I hope whatever happens so that you find your way to God. I hope whatever has to happen happens so that you get to heaven. And I'm going to let you know what that means. It means when you get cancer, when you get AIDS, when you get shot at a nightclub for gay people, when you are trampled in a Walmart on Black Friday, when a tornado takes your house out of the Midwest town that you lived in since you were young and it was the only house, when a man comes into your house for no real reason and stabs you and your family to death, but right before that, do you make right with God? Bless. If that's what has to happen, bless. Right? If that's what has to happen, bless. Bless. When they tell me somebody died and they tell me that they were saved, I say, baby. I say, bless. Bless. When they tell me that there was a wood chipper, when they tell me there was a wood chipper that this man's body went through before he met the Lord, I say, bless that wood chipper. I say, bless that wood chipper, Lord. When they tell me that his body was trampled on by 10,000 horses, I say, Lord, bless those horses to the highest degree. Give them whatever feed and salt licks. So much salt licks that they have heart attacks. They die, Lord. Please kill these horses with joy from sending this boy to heaven. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. What is wrong with you fucks? You know? But whatever. And that's what I thought about my grandma's sentence. She doesn't really apologize. It was her birthday the other day, and guess what? I forgot to call her. It was 3 days ago. Is it my fault? Maybe. I don't know. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot to call you, Grandma. I'm sorry. But I hope whatever has to happen happens so that you have a good birthday. Does that feel threatening? When somebody says that to you about anything, does that feel threatening? Yeah, you're not a goddamn Italian mob boss. You got 10 commandments, 12 disciples, and one's on rock and the other are dead, and some on crosses. Fuck. Huh? I would say you have one grandson, but you got a few. Whatever. What am I? Huh? If my family ever discovers this, they will hate me forever. I will have cousins sit me down like mothers, like my mother would, across from me and go, dummy, this isn't right. This and this is what my mother would say. She'd go, "This is satanic, dummy. This is demonic. Don't like if she saw like The Exorcist on TV. She'd be like, this is fucked. She wouldn't even say that. She'd be like, this is demonic. This is full of hell." Like I can only imagine what my family would say if they heard this. And I mean, hey, if you're part of my family, don't show grandma, all right? Or you're an asshole. All right? I can say things. I can live my life. What, you want me to wait till she's dead? Huh? If she stumbles upon this, then we can talk, okay? Then we can talk. If she's got 35 fucking minutes or whatever into the fucking podcast, then we can talk. Hey, Grams, you're a lot more fucking reasonable. Now you got 35 minutes in. Thanks for the watch time. What's up? How are you? I don't hate you. But I'm not going to be around people that at one point didn't care what happened. If you saw a tornado coming towards me, you wouldn't say anything. You would get in the car, drive as far away as you could, stare from afar and go, "Lord will be done. Lord's will be done." Jesus fuck. Huh? How about that? Jesus fuck. Jesus fucks gay guys. How about that? Yes, any family watching now? Talking about Jesus bum fucking boys? Ooh, guys? Ooh. So, well, alright. Sorry, I know. Okay, alright. Maybe that was bad. Alright. I've had one too many. Leave me alone. Oh, shit. Another one of my prejudices besides old people. None. Just kidding. Internet service providers. I hate all of them. They're all annoying. They're treacherous. We had one guy that came to my mother's house when I was young. He sat there, petted the dog for way too long, and then talked to us for hours about everything that he had done. And I know he was on meth now, but back then we did not. So we were like, why won't this guy leave our house? Why does he keep crawling behind the table? Why does he keep looking out the windows? Why isn't he done? Is he asleep? Was that a heart attack? Maybe it's sleep apnea. I'm not sure. And the guy was really annoying. I've always just been kind of like worried about him ever since, especially the ones that come over. You're like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing in my house talking about things, Never really liked them since. They always park their vans in places that piss me off. And so I was at a place this week. I have to park in the driveway. There's a little fucking snow pile. So the snow pile kind of like is at the angle to the driveway. So I parked by the snow pile, and I'm technically in the road, but with the snow pile, you wouldn't be able to drive by me anyways. Whatever. I go inside. I'm getting all my stuff together. I'm about to leave. I skip some time there. That's a time jump. That's a good narrative tool. That's what good storytellers do. And so, boom, about to leave. And now, all of a sudden, there's a fucking internet service provider's car fucking parked diagonal to the snow hill, taking up even more of the space in this cul-de-sac. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here, bud? What the fuck are we doing? So I go to get out, and I'm trying to turn the wheel. I'm like, well, I'm going up on this fucking pile of snow. So, like, and here's the thing about snow. Sure, I can drive on snow, but if my car falls off this, I'm going into your fucking vehicle because now it's got turned that way, And instead of going this way, I'm going this way at your fucking car that you won't move. So I'm like, hey, man, can you move your car? He's parked in front of a fucking driveway. Just park in the fucking driveway if you're gonna do it, bud. So, hey, can you move your car? Oh, no, you're good, bud. You're good. Come here, I gotcha. So he brings me over, and he starts trying to he's like, yeah, see, you're fine. You're good. Just keep going. Crank it. Yeah, see, there you go. You saw me fucking come out here. You saw me back up. You're looking me in the eyes while I'm having an issue back up. Get the fuck over here, alright? Move the fucking car or get the fuck over. I shouldn't have to get out of my fucking car and say, hey, fuckwit, you're where I'm at. I parked in a driveway. You parked in the goddamn street. Fucking either help me or fucking get out of the goddamn street like a fucking idiot, Fucking A. Stupid. People don't give a shit, though. They don't even care. And that's the thing. All right? If he was doing something, if he lived there, it's whatever. We got to figure out how to live together. I get that. All right? If you live there, whatever. Okay? But people don't even have the courtesy of being on the job and not being fucking dicks. You're at a job. Just try to be the least much of an asshole as possible. Fuck you, guy. I know next time I have a fucking dude over from your company, I'm never going to fucking treat him good at all. I'm not going to treat them poorly because they're crackheads and they'll rob you. But I'm not going to treat them well because they're also crackheads and they'll rob you. And they're fucking rude and they park in the street and who cares, you know? Sorry. I know. And a lot of people are thinking right now, they're thinking, this is cyclical, dummy. This doesn't make any sense. This is what makes me a dummy, and this is also a prejudice, which makes it illogical, okay? So I hate internet service providers. That's my other one. There's another one. This one's near and dear. In my family, I have some people that I regard as, like, I'm close to. I love. You know, like, there are people that, like, if something happened to them, Lord forbid, I would truly have an issue. And so sometimes people fuck with them, and you can't get it out of your head. And you think to yourself, I shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be like this. You're ashamed. I shouldn't be this angry. You can't, and you start taking it out. You start taking it out on a group of people. You do. You start seeing people that are dressed similarly. You start seeing people that look similar. Have the same smile. Same kind of make and model on the cars. You know? And you get fired up. You get angry. And one of these parasites, one of these sick fucking animals, ran one of my family members into a fucking ditch, turned their car upside down and shit. Fucking didn't give a shit, didn't even stop. And it's part of the reason why I won't ride a city bus. It is part of the reason why, when they are by me, I flip them off and I yell. I go, "You hurt my family!" Whenever they're right next to me and there's children on the bus and they're looking. Sometimes even the small buses that are battery powered and they look like a city bus, but they're just a small bus for the inner city kids or for kids with learning disabilities or old people. I'll pull up to them and I'll go, "You hurt them! Don't look at me!" And I honk my horn. Until they look at me and I go, "Don't look! Don't look at me!" Because I don't, like, why are they looking at me? You know? They hurt my family. Now they're looking at me. What are they thinking? They're thinking I'm gonna hurt him. That's what they're thinking. I hate the city bus. They fucking do the and they open up their doors and shit right into your fucking hellhole. Fuck them, dude. And they look at you and they go, "Costs $1 to ride," or whatever it is. You know? Fucking crazy piece of shit. No, I don't actually hate them that much. I do find myself getting very insincerely angry at them because they did run one of my family members into a ditch one time. And they don't stop. They don't care. They have a job. They need to go somewhere else. They're not going to get in trouble for that because they'll get fired. They have other things going on. This is a capitalist hellscape. Remember that. Now, I do get extremely angry at them. I don't like to. But they're big bully vehicles, and a lot of vehicles are bully vehicles. Trucks are similar to this, where, like, there is something about it where they are driving it to be a dick. They want to be bigger. If you ask a truck guy something, you go, "Hey, they got in a wreck." They go, "What were they driving?" And you go, "Well, they were driving there." He's like, "No, I know what they were driving. What was the other guy driving? Was he driving a truck? He fuck him up?" No? Oh, thank God. Then they probably lived. "Don't you drive a truck?" "Yeah, why?" "All right, for sure." Anyway, you know, like, they're just driving these giant death machines because they're like, "Yeah, dude, if that guy hits me, he's fucking done. Fucking dead. Call his mom. She's fucking crying because I killed him with a truck, dude. It's huge. It's bigger than all of your trucks." and it's gonna kill. like they know what it is. Like everyone who drives a truck knows it's a giant fucking death machine. And like they know that if they hit somebody that's smaller than them, and if they get the car that's like 70% of the biggest vehicles or whatever, that they're probably not gonna hit somebody that'll damage them. You know, just fucking. It's just, what are we doing? What are we doing? I do understand the bus drivers a little bit though, because the truck drivers are just people, you know. City bus drivers are like on a job. They're correctional officers that were just fired and needed to find something that worked. So they've now taken up the city bus most times. You can see that in their demeanor, in the way that they're ready to hit most of the people. The way that they don't care about anything, the way that they somehow always have coffee. I hate bus drivers. Thank you for listening today, friends. Sorry to end it so abruptly. I'm trying to have more to say, and something more fun and something more deep to say than just stories about my life. I'm trying to read into things and also like have fun with jokes, kind of bounce them up in the air a little more, toss them back and forth a little more, kind of see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If there's anything I can do to hope you guys enjoy more. If you guys have any suggestions, if you liked anything, please let me know in the comments. That helps me kind of get more out there on YouTube whenever you guys comment. But I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Love you, dummies.